Previously on Divorce Court.
Me and Ira we set up the swinging thing with Mr. Robert. Neither one of us really felt comfortable about the swinging, so me and him really didn't perform. It was more so trying to see what the other two were doing.
Mr. Woodie, you say that there is a child that you believe is yours with her, or you're not really sure?
There's a possibility, Your Honor, but I'm not really sure.
We understand about that possibility, and I do have the DNA test.
Divorce Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toller presiding.
We're going to resolve this issue of paternity in a moment, but before we do, I have got to ask, your household must be full and hard to manage. Why don't you tell me just how many kids are currently under one roof and which ones they are and how you're dealing with all of that?
So currently there's 6 children under our roof right now, 5 of my own, and then 1 of his children. And it's chaos. The kids call me the enforcer because I'm the one, I have to play bad cop, good cop all the time. When Robert is home and he's not traveling and he's on the road, he's the yes person. I call him the yes man because if I say no, the kids will form in little groups and, oh, let's go ask Dad, he's here. And then, like, we have movie nights on Fridays. Our movie night this last Friday turned into everybody having their own bag of popcorn. Now, listen, I like giving the kids what they want, but they didn't need 6 different bags of popcorn. I was highly upset about that because it wasn't the regular average butter popcorn. It was the caramel popcorn. That's my favorite. And he just let everybody get their own individual bag. But, you know, the kids, they
get upset about the oddest things, I must say. I mean, everything is pretty much a free-for-all until it comes to popcorn, and then you got a problem. Mr. Woodie, are you not much of a disciplinarian? Do you leave that to her?
I give the kids a lot of slack. You know, I don't flash as much as she does. You know, I'm kind of laid back and mellow, and I'll talk to them softly. Her, on the other hand, she's just constantly she's yelling all day and just making demands all day, and, you know.
I have a strong personality. Not making demands, but I run a tight ship. And for that, the kids are well-behaved and well-mannered. Now, if you come on a good day with him, they just doing what they want to do. For instance, last weekend, they go to bed Monday through Thursday. I make them go to bed at 8 o'clock. I was off at the nail shop.
8 o'clock.
I came home.
More like 6:30, Your Honor.
I came home. Ain't no one ate dinner. Everybody's still up. They watching TV, eating popsicles.
Running around, having a good time.
I'm like, what's going on now? The enforcer's here. That's all you heard when I was walking through the door. The enforcer's here. Hurry up. Everybody hide. Everybody get in the corner. Quiet.
Mr. Woodie, do you back up the rules that she makes? If she's not there, do they not go to bed at the right hour?
No, I do back up some of the rules, but some of the rules are kind of,
that's not good enough,
you know,
for me.
the kids going to bed at 6:30, 6 o'clock.
She says 8 o'clock.
It's not 8, Your Honor.
It was only
it's 8.
The time he's talking about was because everybody was doing what they wanted to do. Yes, I did.
You made him go to bed early.
Yeah, so my thing is, if you come home and you don't do your chores and you don't do your homework, we just make your bedtime instead of 8 o'clock, we make it 6:37. So kids wasn't they wasn't doing what they wanted to do. But at the same time, like I said, he's sitting here acting like it's a bad thing. When I was a kid, if we didn't come in when the street lights came on, we got our bus whooped. Nowadays, with all these different laws and rules, I ain't gonna put my hands on you. I'm gonna just tell you one time or look at you, and that's why they call me the enforcer. But once again, I'm not there to try to really be really mean with my kids. I just want to be firm and stern. And sometimes he does back me up, but then sometimes he doesn't because he wants to be the good cop, which I get it. He's on the road majority of the time. I'm the one there, but we have to have a united front. Even if you may disagree with what I'm doing, don't do it when I'm there. Do it when you're there. But then, see, that's why they walk all over him and do what they do.
Do you think they walk all over you?
Not at all. They don't know. I think they give me a lot more respect.
That's why he's smiling, Your Honor. He knows.
They don't walk over me, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Look, they gonna watch this episode and be like, oh, she told him about the popcorn? Oh, man. They gonna be upset.
Ms. Bowers, I can't figure you out. Your parenting game is strong. You know what I mean? You got rules, you got regulations. It's right or wrong, you don't do right. And then in your romantic life, you do whatever. And I can't quite, you confuse me. I don't know.
And that's why I'm here, Your Honor. I need your help. I do need help in that aspect as far as the line and the not wanting to so much, because I don't reach out to a lot of my exes or to men. They reach out to me.
And you respond back.
And I do.
It's the reach back problem that we have here.
Yeah.
Because guys will reach out all day long wrong if they think you'll reach
Right, and
back.
that's what I said, Your Honor. All she tells me, oh, what do you want me? You want me to delete my Facebook page? I'll delete my Facebook page.
See, I
no,
was
it's
willing
not
to compromise.
that. It's the responding thing. They could try to get at you all they want, but if you're not responding, eventually they're gonna stop trying to get at you.
Right,
So,
right.
but when you're responding, that's giving them the, the idea that, okay, it's okay.
No, but my thing is, though, too, Your Honor, some of these men I don't even send replies back to, and he still gets upset. Some guy complimented me and said I was beautiful, and he got upset with me. Mind you, he got the text and the message before I did. He has my Facebook information.
Right.
So why are you upset with me at what a man said to me when I didn't even respond?
I got you. Ms. Burris, do you have trouble resisting romantic temptation?
No, because I just have a problem with, communicating back when other men communicate with me. Hold on, no, that doesn't make sense.
It sure didn't.
She admitted
You're a very bright lady, and that didn't work out at all.
Okay.
What, Mr. Woody, what is your thoughts on
She
that
told me
matter?
that she has a problem reaching back out to other men when they reach out to her.
Yeah, that's.
Do you need a constant source of admiration and attention from men?
Sometimes, yes, because the communication is not really there with Robert because of so many different relationships that we've both had between each other. And so when some of these men reach out to me, they're providing me with what I would like him to provide me with, and that's conversation. And
So you say he doesn't talk to you,
no, he talks to the kids all day long. And like I said, when it comes to him playing Inspector Gadget, he's great.
but he doesn't talk to you.
No. If we're communicating about him tracking me, oh, he got all the conversation in the world. But when it goes to let's watch a movie together and then let's have a intellectual conversation about that, no, because he'll bring it back. Oh, well, let's talk about that text message, that man that was in your inbox. Hold on, I don't even know about the man because you got the message.
you got the inbox and
Exactly.
he didn't. Yeah. Next, I'm going to move on to the next issue, which I can't believe you don't have problems here, is finances, because I understand you have some large financial differences and it's causing difficulties in your relationship. Well, we still haven't figured out if this child number whatever is yours, and we're going to find that out now.
Oh, man, he might need some tissue.
Mrs. Bowers, you contend that Mr. Woody doesn't do enough to pull his weight financially around the house because his money is scattered amongst other homes. Why don't you explain what you mean by that?
Out of my 5 biological children that stay with us, he has one of his children that lives with us.
Right.
And he still manages to take care of 2 households because he has his other relatives that he tends to help out, which I get it. I know Robert's a good man and he's a good person and his intentions are well, but I'm a firm believer in you're supposed to take care of your home front first. And then whatever you have, then you help out.
Right.
I just feel like he needs to be a little bit more responsible when it comes to things because he still has a household with us.
Right. Mr. Woody, your response to that?
I do help out my relatives a lot, and I also help out around the house. She has a problem budgeting money, Your Honor. She has a problem with her spending and money just burning a hole in her pocket and her buying unnecessary things.
Give me some examples of some of the unnecessary things that she's bought.
She went out and spent $400 on an iPhone. Mind you, we already have phones, so there was no need for this phone, which gives me reason to believe why she needed a secret phone to do something. So she had $400, Your Honor. She spent like $3-something on an iPhone that wasn't needed. And I'm like, what's the purpose of you having
When you
this phone?
say you help out your family members, are you talking about the other children that you have? Or are you talking about grown folk?
No, my other
grown
children as well.
folks.
My other children as well, Your Honor, and grown
people,
folks.
other grown people.
And grown folk. Wait, you've got children with 5 different women. Isn't child support crushing you without you giving it to grown members of your family?
It is, but he doesn't see it like that because he sees it as
Let the man answer the question.
It's not.
He may not be as quiet as you think. He just can't get a word in edgewise at the house. Mr. Woody, go ahead and speak for yourself.
It's not crushing me, Your Honor. I'm in pretty good, standings with my kids' moms. We're all kind of still. None of us have any differences.
You don't have any issues.
No,
Everybody's cool.
No, we don't have any issues. Everybody's cool. I do what I can when I can, and I help out around the house more than I do my relatives. But she doesn't see that because when I give my
But
check,
what I can when I can. That sounds so. Their mothers take care of it. I throw them a couple dollars here and there, and it's really not my responsibility to make sure they got everything they need.
Well, no, it's not that, Your Honor. It's just me being a truck driver. You know, I may go on the road for 12 days at a time.
Right.
When I come back, I might not go back out to work for another week or two, or I might come back after that 12 days and go right back out. So it's all, you know, sometimes I may get paid once a month, sometimes I might get paid 2 or 3 times a month. So it all, you know, it varies.
Okay.
But then yet he went and purchased a car. We don't even have a car right now.
That's for my son's
Let
birthday,
alone,
Your Honor.
Exactly. But he purchased his son a vehicle, which his son doesn't need because he has a vehicle, which is a 71 Cutlass. That's his dream car.
You bought your son your dream car?
Yeah, Caprice.
So you go there and drive it every once in a while?
I drive it from time to time.
Yeah, but does she have a car?
No.
Her car just broke down, Your Honor. She had a car. It's a
I
budget.
had one.
You got money to buy her another one?
Oh, we're working on it. We're working on it.
Yeah,
we're working on it.
So I
Don't
get
give the
put to
other
work.
relatives money until all of your households are taken care of. You got a lot of them to take care of. You know what I mean?
Understood, Your Honor.
You got something in the bank?
No, Your Honor.
Oh!
Prepaid
What if
card.
there's a
Everything's on
problem?
prepaid.
That's what he looks to me. I'm the responsible one.
Well, we still haven't figured out if this child number whatever is yours, and we're gonna find that out now. Are you concerned about it? Are you worried about it? The paternity of that 3-year-old?
If I am the father, you know, I would have liked to have known this 3 years ago.
Do your children consider you the good cop or the enforcer at home? Tell us what you think at Divorce Court.
Mr. Woodie, does it really... Are you concerned about it? Are you worried about it? The paternity of that 3-year-old? Is it a bone of contention between the two of you?
It's kind of a little bit of all those you just mentioned. You know, due to the fact that if I am the father, you know, I would have liked to have known this 3 years ago.
So have you not thought that this was your child all along?
Yes, this is just, you know, just brought to my attention just recently.
That it could be yours?
Yes.
Only because my son, he won't call him. He refuses to call him Uncle Woody. He calls him Daddy. So.
Well, he doesn't know what the DNA says.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, I believe he's still gonna love him the same.
Yeah, sure. I'm going to be a part of that child's life either way it goes. Still going to love him the same as I love my other children.
Well, he's not yours. Just like you thought that he's not yours.
Oh man, he might need some tissue.
So,
Wow. That's crazy.
why did you tell him it might be his after all these years?
Well, just because we had been doing our thing, and like I said, he does resemble him a little bit.
That
So
doesn't mean-
this is another guy altogether.
Yes.
Are you gonna call the guy who you think is the father and let him know?
Yeah, I'll let him know, which, like I said, we kind of all three kind of knew it was a big possibility, but I still don't believe he's gonna do anything.
Why would you shrug your shoulders about something like that?
Because my model is this, you know, my grandparents raised me. And when I had my children, I never wanted to bring my children into this world and not be with their fathers or be with the individual I had kids with. My dream was to always have children with one man and to stick with that man.
And clearly
But-
that did not happen.
No, clearly it didn't.
The last time you were here, I remember you were troubled about how your lifestyle was affecting your kids. Let's take a look.
I've been living in fear. I have my kids at home asking me, are they gonna have to go away because daddy's making irresponsible choices? And I told them, no, it's not gonna happen.
I don't know what's going on with you guys. I'm worried for you.
Like I said, when we did the last show, it was really emotional, and you kind of opened my eyes to see a lot of stuff. And like I said, at that time, I had a whole lot of stuff going on in my life. Now carrying this child and being with Robert and, you know, learning to love again and to actually fall in love, because at the time with Ira, I was in love, but love had long since left.
Right.
You know, so now I just
Yes,
wanna-
I remember the situation was very uncool.
Yeah.
I was concerned about you.
At,
It was
at
not
that
cool.
time, and these were your exact words, Miss Jones, going forward, this is paramount to these children. You do not ever, because you just rip these kids apart left and right. So you just stopped the case at that point in time. And that really stuck with me because
Yeah,
that was not
you were the
mine.
only person in 11 years. I was like, I can't even finish this
Yes.
because
Stopped
it
right then
was
and
so
there.
jacked up.
Yep.
and I wanted you to go home and take care of your kids because I was concerned.
Yep.
Do well, birth control. Let's discuss that. I'm gonna give you my little speech on birth control, and then we're gonna wind this thing up.
What would you do if your partner had a baby outside of your relationship? Share your opinion on Twitter and Instagram at Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back. Are you familiar with the term profligate?
No.
I think you're romantically profligate. Go home and look it up. But you can't conduct your life like it's one sexual free-for-all and not use contraception and think things are not going to be complicated. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you use birth control?
Yes, but to be honest with Your Honor, I've gotten pregnant on every form of birth control.
Really?
Yes.
Because I can't figure it out, because you don't come across as all the whatever woman. You come across as regulated, but 9 children in, I'm wondering, how could that be?
No, I've gotten pregnant on like this last pregnancy, I was on the IUD, and I was actually going in for a regular checkup and to get the IUD removed because me and Robert were talking about having some children, and that's when they told me I was pregnant.
Wow. I can't fuss at you for that.
So at this point, I even told my doctor, and my doctor asked him, how do you put up with her? Like, this is the 9th baby. How do you do it? But I even told him.
Well, I think that's a little unfair to ask how they put up with her, because he's got kids with 5 different women. You're going to tag a woman about having a whole bunch of kids. You got to tag that dude. You done been traveling more than she has. So you can't just, you know what I'm saying? And you do what you can for your other children. She take care of her children, and you do what you can. A woman, she has a couple of affairs, or she has a couple of kids, and everybody, she's a whole this, that, and the other thing, but dude got 19 kids, and I'm like, hey! You know what I mean? You can't just tag the woman. I don't practice medicine, so I can't tell you what to do. I think you're an intelligent woman. I really do. Stick with this one guy right here. And then have as many, don't have any more. You get fixed. You do your job on that end. It's just not the woman's obligation to make sure that no more children come in the world. You've got an equal obligation as well, and you can't afford the ones you got. So don't keep making them, because if he goes in the wind...
Oh, that baby will be in the truck with him, Your Honor. They might travel back up here to see.
Well... I wish you all the best. I really do. I wish you the best. I wish you the best. But think ahead, ladies and gentlemen, about what you're going to do and what you're not going to do. You don't have money to give your relatives. And if they ask you, play him a tape of this show. He doesn't have the money. He's broke. He needs to give it to his kids. Quit asking for it. There you go. Now this matter is adjourned.
I know that was tough for you. The paternity test came in. What's your reaction? What are your thoughts now?
I'm feeling a little disappointed, that I'm not the child's father, being that I was led to believe there was a possibility that I was.
Now, he seemed pretty confident that this baby is his. Are you 100% sure?
Yes, I'm 100%
You gonna come back for a third time? Judge Lynn will...
Nah.